Hey Bougie click. Ever wondered where you stand and why? Well, beauty isn't just a one-size-fits-all concept. It's influenced by where you are, who's around, and even the trends of the moment. Think of it as a currency that fluctuates based on your environment and the company you keep. In this video, we'll explore the idea that beauty is geolocalized and contextual, much like real estate. We'll examine how your perceived value might change from the streets of LA to the beaches of Florida, and why energy and confidence can be your beauty boosters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights. Let's get into it.
I'ma make you a fan.
Uncover the harsh reality of beauty rankings. Where do you stand and why? Beauty is hierarchical, social, and situational. We don't just exist in a vacuum, we are measured against what and who surrounds us. Beauty is not a flatline standard. It's a localized currency that appreciates or depreciates based on zip code, demographics, trends, and proximity. So, when we talk about ranking on the beauty scale, we're not talking about absolute worth, we're talking market conditions. And real baddies adjust accordingly. Beauty isn't fixed, it's geolocalized and contextual. Let's start by dismantling the fantasy that beauty is universal. It isn't. It's geolocalized like real estate value. A 3-bedroom condo might be $400,000 in Pensacola but go for $1.5 million in LA, same structure, different valuation. Your beauty ranking works the same way. For example, in Los Angeles, the beauty economy is saturated with overcurated aesthetics. You're a sixth there not because you lack, but because you're competing against surgically sculpted faces and fashion houses in yoga pants. In cities like Los Angeles, beauty isn't just expected, it's enforced. LA's standard is curated, women there are professionally pretty. Think fillers, glam squads, Pilates abs, and influencers with surgeon-sponsored jawlines. A woman who's a 6 in LA could be mistaken for a 9 in a smaller market. In Florida, on the other hand, there's range. Between Miami's spicy glam and Destin's beachy lax, you'll find everything from flip-flop divas to Cuban Barbie clones, but overall, the ranking softens. The further you get from high-fashion hubs, the more beauty becomes about vibes and effort instead of polish. In Destin, a place with a more laid-back southern coastal vibe, even though your features may not hit the local aesthetic ideal, think sun-kissed blondes, beach wave hair, and gym-toned physiques, you may still be a 7. But guess what? Drop yourself into Atlanta, where the value of curves, bold style, and expressive femininity skyrockets, and suddenly you're clocking in at an 8, possibly a 9, depending on the room. The zip code isn't just an address, it's a lens. Rankings are relative, who you're next to changes your perceived value. Here's where the chess game gets interesting. Imagine walking into a room next to a tall, lean, model-esque woman with airbrushed skin and minimalist glam. In that scenario, you become the approachable beauty, the real girl, the cute but not intimidating option. Now switch scenes, you're standing next to a woman struggling with grooming, skin issues, or health. Suddenly you become aspirational. The glow up. The girl others point to and say, goals. That's why high-value women don't just know their assets, they know their placement. You're not just evaluated in isolation. You're a walking comparison, a reference point, a mirror for someone else's projection. Understand that, and you can manipulate environments to maximize your influence. Beauty is always relative. Standing next to someone heavier, shorter, or less put together, your rank just went up, whether you changed anything or not. Contrast is perception. A woman with average looks will radiate baddie energy if she's surrounded by women who look unwell, unfresh, or uninterested in themselves. Harsh? Maybe. True? Absolutely. Your environment crafts your visual impact. It's shallow, it's visual bias, and it happens every day. Context matters. Positioning matters. Think of it as optical strategy. People's type determines their reaction, not your worth. Every person walking around has a type file embedded in their psyche. Some want Rihanna energy. Others are chasing Elle Macpherson fantasy. Your ranking depends on where you land in someone's preference catalog. Scenario: you're on a beach in Florida wearing a flowy sundress and soft glam makeup. One man looks at you and sees a goddess, another barely glances because you're not his athletic blonde with no makeup archetype. That discrepancy isn't about you, it's about their filters. Your beauty doesn't rank lower because you're less than. It ranks differently because you're not calibrated to their internal fantasy. You could be a 10 in one man's mind and a 4 in another's, and both would be absolutely incorrect and simultaneously valid. Perception is a funhouse mirror, not a microscope. Some folks are ride or die for curvy figures, while others chase lean athletic builds. Skin tone, face symmetry, hair type, people zero in on features that fit their internal blueprint of attraction. You could be objectively stunning and still not register for someone locked into their own type. Beauty rankings are less about actual beauty and more about someone's personal catalog of desire. Energy is the amplifier, it adds points without changing your face. Let's talk about the intangible: presence. Energy. Swagger. You ever see a woman walk into a room in oversized sunglasses, an unapologetic strut, and a perfume trail that speaks fluent confidence? Her face might be average, but the delivery? 10 out of 10. Her posture, tone, and eye contact right checks her bone structure never had to cash. Now picture a woman with flawless features who walks timidly, won't hold eye contact, and shrinks her energy. She's technically stunning, but perceived as invisible. Confidence hacks the ranking system. It's the invisible currency that multiplies beauty points instantly. Put two women side by side, same aesthetic value. One walks like she's auditioning for her own movie. The other walks like she doesn't want to be noticed. Guess who dominates the room? Exactly. Lack of softness, grace, or polish can tank a beauty rating real fast. Femininity, whether expressed through behavior, voice, movement, or style, draws admiration. If someone's energy leans aggressive, chaotic, or overly masculine, society clocks it as unattractive. People crave poise, subtlety, charm. Not everyone nails it. Femininity isn't just soft lashes and baby pink lipstick, it's emotional and physical polish. When women present with masculine energy, dominant posture, loudness, aggressive tone, it creates friction with the traditional beauty ideal. That ideal still skews soft, warm, and elegant. Women who embrace that polarity, graceful movement, polished speech, nurturing presence, inevitably rank higher, even if they're genetically average. The X factor: you're not designed to appeal to everyone, and that's power. When you walk into a room, your goal is not to rank high with every person. That's a pick-me mindset. Your goal is to be unforgettable to the ones who matter. Think niche perfume. It doesn't smell like everything on Sephora shelves, it smells like you. Specific. Intentional. Polarizing in the best way. And that means some people will obsess over it while others pass. That's how you want to be: rare, not recycled. Remember, uniqueness is a threat to conformity. You don't rank based on mass appeal. You rank based on resonance. The louder your authenticity, the deeper your impact. Class is your unseen accessory. There's an unspoken elegance that whispers, "I come from something." It's not about money, it's about carriage, speech, and intentionality. Low-class behavior? Loudness, messiness, entitlement, lack of social awareness, it knocks you down the ranking really quick. People equate polish with prettiness. If you present like you don't respect yourself, they won't either. Beauty thrives on subtlety. Loud patterns, over-accessorizing, poor hygiene, inappropriate makeup, these are class giveaways. Style choices rooted in chaos, unblended contour, neon acrylics, hair bonnets in public, can scream low maintenance, not in a cute minimalist way, but in a forgot I own a mirror way. When class appears low, so does beauty rank. Out of shape isn't just physical, it's perceptual. Society treats fitness like a beauty multiplier. You could have an average face, but with a sculpted body, the score skyrockets. On the flip, being overweight not only affects body proportions but also suggests, fairly or unfairly, laziness, lack of discipline, or poor health. It's harsh, but that's the algorithm the world runs on. Out of shape and overweight bodies are often read as neglect. And that judgment cuts across socioeconomic lines. You don't need to be model thin, but you do need tone, intention, and good posture. A woman with visible effort in her physique gets credit for discipline, and that quietly elevates her beauty status. Health is hot. Sloppiness isn't. Style can elevate or erase you. If you're giving thrift store chaos with no theme, no coordination, and no fit, expect deductions. A stunning woman in bad fashion choices instantly drops points. Presentation is everything. Elegance, edginess, or clean simplicity, just pick a lane. You don't need luxury brands, but you do need intention. Style says, I know who I am. Bad style screams confusion. If your outfit tells a story, it better not be a tragedy. Fashion doesn't require wealth, but it does require taste. A $20 outfit can look like $200 if the fit, colors, and attitude are aligned. Conversely, a designer label won't save you if the energy is wrong. Women who dress like they respect themselves, even if it's simple, automatically appear more beautiful. Bad chick energy is not about having the hottest trend, it's about dressing like the main character. Makeup, masterpiece or mess? Makeup should enhance, not assault. If your blend is patchy, your contour is confusing, and your lash glue is doing the cha-cha, people notice. Sloppy makeup implies neglect. Intentional makeup, even minimal, shows pride and effort. When your face screams I tried, you earn points. Bad makeup is a violation. Unmatched foundation, chaotic brows, lash glue visible from space, it doesn't just downgrade your beauty rank, it whispers I tried and failed. Women who master their faces with finesse, not filters, understand that beauty ranking isn't just about features, it's about elevation. Highlight your strengths, not your insecurities. Attitude, rudeness is undefinable ugly. You can be drop-dead gorgeous, but if you're rude, you tank yourself. Sass is fabulous. Meanness? Not so much. People remember how you make them feel. If your energy is hostile, combative, or condescending, they rank you low on beauty even if you're magazine ready. Grace is the ultimate glow-up. Rudeness is a repellent. No one cares how cute you are if your vibe feels toxic. Pretty privilege is real, but it's also delicate. A woman who walks in beauty but talks like a villain won't get the admiration she craves. Confidence is magnetic, entitlement is repulsive. Sass with grace wins. Aggression with bitterness does not. The beauty hierarchy, where you fall, why it matters. Beauty isn't just skin deep, it's ranked like a credit score. This system exists whether you like it or not, and understanding it means knowing where you stand and how to rise. Let's dissect the tiers. Below average/ugly, 1s, 2s, 3s. This level isn't just about poor genetics, it's about neglect. These are the women's society unfairly sidelines, often due to harsh genetics, neglected grooming, or aesthetic choices that don't align with mainstream beauty ideals. It's brutal, and it's biased. Think of it as being judged before you speak. This tier gets the least societal perks and the most unsolicited advice. Typically struggle with facial harmony, health markers, grooming, or presence. often dismissed or invisible socially unless compensated by personality or status. Typical traits: lack of grooming, unflattering features, poor hygiene, harsh energy. Common mistakes: overcompensating with loud outfits, heavy makeup, or bitterness. Reality: this rank is brutal but fixable. Discipline, fitness, and style can push a 3 to a 5 with effort. Average: high 3s, 4s, 5s. The girl next door zone. Passable in daylight, invisible in a crowd. The girl next door tier. She can be cute, presentable, and attractive depending on styling. Neutral impact in her room. You blend in. Not ugly, not stunning, just neutral. These women might get decent treatment but aren't pulling VIP access based on looks alone. Their social currency comes from charm, ambition, or wit. Glow up potential? Absolutely. But they have to earn their attention. Typical traits: balanced features, minimal effort, neither stunning nor offensive. Common mindset: I'm fine the way I am, until they realize average isn't enough in high-value spaces. Reality: a glow-up here goes a long way. Skincare, fitness, polish, and refined femininity can upgrade an average woman into pretty privileged territory. Above average/pretty privileged tier 1, SIXS, 7s, 8s. The soft life begins here. Beauty that demands attention, not worship. She gets free drinks, attention, doors opened, jobs offered with half the credentials. This is where society starts paying her just for showing up. This is where society starts handing out unearned kindness. Retail workers smile wider, strangers hold doors longer, and job interviews feel warmer. Makeup, confidence, and styling can push someone up or down a notch in this tier. And yes, it's a slippery slope between high 7 and are you a model? Typical traits: symmetry, glow, feminine energy, visible effort. Benefits: free drinks, gentler treatment, elevated social status, options. Reality: this woman knows the power of aesthetic control. She blends style, grace, and discipline. She doesn't beg, she magnetizes. Pretty privileged tier 2/model status, high 8s, 9s, 10s. These women don't compete, they influence. Symmetry, bone structure, glowing skin, magnetic energy. She could walk into a casting call with no resume and leave booked. The world wants to orbit her. These are the women that stop traffic and spark insecurity in others without trying. Whether it's symmetry, glow, or bone structure, they've got it. You don't question their presence, you question yours. Life is simply different when you rank here: free drinks, free upgrades, and no one asks if you're sure you belong. Typical traits: flawless bone structure, captivating presence, aura of luxury. Benefits: doors open, cameras follow, rooms shift. Reality: this isn't reserved for celebs. Some women just have it: perfect proportions, elite style sense, a polished emotional presence. These women don't walk through life, they glide. Key takeaway: looks are leverage, not luck. Every woman ranks somewhere. The savage truth? Most don't know their number, and fewer know how to upgrade it. Beauty isn't just a mirror, it's a mindset. Now don't get delusional, most people live between 4s and 7s. You don't need to be a 10 to win, but knowing your lane helps you drive it like a boss. Final word: know the game, play it strategically, then redefine it. You rank how you rank because of a dozen variables: geography, proximity, audience taste, confidence, and presence. But the real flex isn't in playing the game, it's in shifting the metrics. When you know your strength, you stop trying to prove and start choosing who gets access. You don't walk in the room looking for a high score. You walk in knowing you are the prize, and letting the room adjust its scale accordingly. The ranking system may be shallow, but it's not random. It's influenced by effort, context, environment, and energy. Women who rank higher usually curate themselves with intention and discipline. And the rest? They either evolve, or they blame society. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the complex world of beauty rankings. Remember, beauty isn't just about fitting into a narrow standard, it's about embracing your unique strengths, understanding the game, and playing it on your terms. Whether you're navigating the bustling streets of LA or the laid-back vibes of Destin, always remember that your energy and confidence are your most powerful assets. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you stand on the beauty scale and how you navigate its challenges. Until next time, keep shining and redefining beauty on your own terms. What do you think? Do you know where you rank? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.